Good afternoon, everyone. This is Christian with PerfectStockAlert.com, a 100% free service for smart investors and traders. All we ask in return, please refer a friend. Today is Friday, December the 7th, 2012. We'll be looking at Iron Mountain Incorporated today. Ticker symbol is IRM. Here's your ticker symbol right there. Right now, what I'm looking for are some long opportunities. They are few and far between. I see tons of sell signals out there in individual charts and individual market averages. But they're breaking down as soon as I issue the alerts on them. So with that in mind, thinking the market's going to press higher here, I'm digging that much deeper into looking for long opportunities. And there are not many of them, but there are a couple out there you might be able to use. And one of the ones we already issued earlier this week was JP Morgan. Is doing well. So that's what I'm doing again. The main thing here is not to chase the markets. A lot of these averages have already overextended themselves, so I don't want to get involved in that. But I can go and look for individual companies that make up the averages and say, okay, rather than chasing an average, I can find somebody who's been lagging and expect a reversal and a move higher by them as well. So that's one of the ways to trade that. What we're looking at right now is IRM. You can see there's different ways you could draw this. If you wanted to, you can get really particular into this number here and say, okay, we have higher highs, higher lows like this. And then we turned around here and we would call that one. Maybe say this is a lower series of highs and lower series of lows like this. I'm not going to do that with this chart. What I'm doing is look at this chart and a bigger picture and say this is the upswing here, this is the downswing here. You can see that the high has not been tested in that scenario and the low is still higher now, and we'll get a nice hammer candlestick formation after a nice bullish divergence formation here. You notice we're trending lower here. The closes of these candlesticks are all lower in the corresponding time period on the ultimate oscillator. Low point here, and then again higher low here, and we're actually trending up. So momentum to the upside is increasing while we're overshooting to the downside. On top of that, we have a nice hammer candlestick formation, and it is on strong volume. I'll show that in a moment. And I'm looking at this being still trading below the 50-period moving average. If you are in an overall uptrend, that would be like what we just drawn out here. And then you would expect the best buy opportunities to be at or below the 50-period moving average. So that would make sense there. In this scenario, I would be looking at this chart and not looking to get rich off of one trade. So what I would say is that on Monday, if you get a higher high than today's high, that would be confirming your candlestick formation. I'd be a buyer at that time, even if 1 penny higher, and then set my stop 1 cent below today's low on this hammer candlestick formation. And again, this is an intraday alert, so if this hammer candlestick formation does not hold into the close, if all of a sudden we were to sell off massively, then this chart would just be worthless and I wouldn't even consider it. As long as the hammer candlestick holds, the following open on Monday gives us a higher high and higher low, then yeah, buy it and look for a test of at least the 33 area, and you may even test as high as 35, but you'd need a major market rally to make that happen. In any event, this is something you could be trading on the long side for Monday. Now, let me clean this chart up right quick. Scroll on down and show you the volume there. Okay. You can see that we have marked the chart indicating that we have strong volume on today's activity. That's obviously by volume. That's why we were able to, assuming that we closed like this, is why the bulls were able to close the upside. They were stronger than bears here, and so that could indicate the end of the sell-off. Another thing to point out here, when you draw a trend line from this high point here and off of this one and off of this one, you'll see that there's this little trend going on where we're actually seeing this sell pressure has been in position for a while here, and we've pulled up to that point. Another day to the upside, up on Monday or something like that, you get a higher high, you'd be breaking out of that downtrend line. That'd be an important element as well, so just keep that in mind. If you've not been to the free website at PerfectStockAlert.com, it's right there. It's 100% free, and all we ask in return, please refer a friend. And God bless, take care, and I'll see you in the nightly market analysis video coming up. Please take a moment to review our disclaimer. The information provided herein is our opinion only. Under no circumstances do any statements here represent a recommendation to buy or sell securities or make any kind of an investment. You are responsible for your own due diligence. To summarize, we do not provide investment advice, nor do we make any claims or promises that any information here will lead to a profit, loss, or any other result. These videos are for educational purposes only.